Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer. I'm about to take a walk. I'm in Biddenden, not Biddington, Biddenden. You'd think I'd get it right now. Back in Biddenden, doing some work here tomorrow. I'm up here in the rather nice bed and breakfast at the Bakehouse in the High Street. I've got a little bit of time on my hands, and so I thought I'd go and take a walk. It so happens that there are here Biddenden walks. I don't know if you can see that in this light. Biddenden walks, 5 walks around the parish. So I thought I need a shortish one. I've got one here called, it's a 1-hour walk round the west end of the village. Mainly pasture, short stretch of lane, often muddy, it says. Well, let's see what it's like. Right, so I'm outside the Bakehouse, which is just across the road there, and according to the instructions of this walk, first thing I've got to do is find the car park, which actually is just on my right into the sun there, but not to worry. And then I'm going to head apparently up here and let this car go by, and we take a little walk up here a little bit, past these really nice houses, going away from the main village centre. And as it said, this is mostly pasture, so we'll see what we see in the Kentish countryside here today. What am I actually looking for? I'm going past this wall. There are instructions in English on the back. When I say in English, I mean written instructions. So it says, start from the car park near the High Street, walk to your right 200 yards beside the main road, which is where I am. It bends, the bend is coming up, left, turn right, public footpath sign, and walk to the playing fields car park. Right, so follow this path down to the squash courts, it says. And there is a big playing field just here to my left, which looks very nice. I've got the evening sun blazoned on my face. And then ahead of me, this is the squash court. We go down here through a second car park into Millennium Field. Well, I've come through the gate that it's told me to, and it's told me then to carry on ahead here and go straight down towards the road. And this is walking through some delightful oak trees that are just beginning to turn as the autumn colours come back. But curiously, what it's bypassed is a couple of the interesting items, the sculptures in the Millennium Field. So I really feel I should just make a quick detour and have a look at them. And that's going up this way. Well, they are rather spectacular. I believe, now I may be wrong because it's a while since I was explained about this, and I forgot that they were here, to be honest with you, on this particular walk, but I believe that they commemorate 3 oak trees that were here that were cut down, I think because they were pretty old and pretty ill, and they had to come down. And I don't know whether they've been made out of oak themselves, carved out of oak, but they are interesting, not statues, carvings of course, and they're interesting in that they've been carved and they look very ornate and beautiful and fantastic craftsmanship. But part of not rebranding, but the redevelopment, I suppose, of this Millennium Park is that they planted many more of the oak trees in a line just back behind me. The other thing is you get some amazing views of the church as you walk around the village. I mean, like most villages, of course, the church would have been the most, back in the day, the most substantial structure. It would also have been the highest and tallest structure, and here the bell tower towers above the trees, and you can see it for miles around. Churches, of course, tended to be built on the highest point anyway, so that they would dominate the land. But yes, it's very peaceful here at the moment. I guess that people walking their dogs actually love it here as well. It's a good place to get out and do a bit of exercise. So I've come out of Millennium Field now, through one gate. I've got a very wobbly stile here to cross. It says come out along the road, immediately turn left, and then go through a second gate, which actually is there. And then I'm to head up in the field in front of me until I come to the next marker post, which I shall do, just coming out into the bright sunshine there. We've got the hedge on our left here. It's absolutely fascinating how much or rather how laden the trees are with berries. You've got these amazing hawthorn with their red berries. You see the rowans. I haven't actually seen any rowan here, but I've spotted them in other walks, laden with their orange. It's fantastic. And yew, of course, with their red. I wonder if there's any sloe in the bushes. The next bit is to up here. So on we plod. Right, we have another gate, which I'm learning to operate with one hand. Right, through here. I heard some talking just now. Up here, go half left and through another field. Oh, it must be up here till we come to a plank bridge. Sometimes it's quite confusing when you go on these walks. You think you know where you are. Oh, look at this. Sloes. Lovely. Lots of them. Lots of sloes. Look up there. Huh. I'm looking for the plank bridge. I've come to another stile. I've come out now onto the road, and the instructions tell me to head back towards the main road, which actually, let me have a look at this, is the 262, and it's not far up this little lane. They've got some cement going in the farm there. I think they're making some sort of hard platform for something. I'm not quite sure why. Slow the hell down, there's a sign here. This takes me back up to the main road, and then I think I cross over. So I've crossed the road, and the next part is to go down a path here. So, and I think what it's going to do is basically circumnavigate the whole of the village in one great big circle, which is fantastic. It's only an hour long, so it's not strenuous for anybody. I think these walks, though, are pretty good because it's local and it's designed really either for visitors and or the locals. It means people get out into the countryside and appreciate some of the countryside. I think that's so vitally important these days, that in our sedentary lives people do get up, and sometimes looking at an Ordnance Survey map, trying to figure out a route, is there a circular route, or purchasing a book all about walks which may be several hours long and tedious, is more than most people can manage. So if you have a community that have already worked out these walks, I think it's just great. Right, better crack on because I think I'm only halfway round. It's just absolutely stunning out there. I'm probably incredibly red-faced because we've got the evening sun on me, and there's barely a cloud in the sky. Okay, we've got another kissing gate to go through. I'm slightly confused because this is I'm not sure this is on my map, but have a look at this here to behind me. Just beautiful open countryside. I love it. And this is a terrific time to do your walking. in the evening or in the morning when the light is coming up or going down. You've got these beautiful, and especially in autumn, it's very still at the moment. And on a day like this, it's very rewarding, especially if you've been working, you're stressed. It's a great way to de-stress. So I've just got to work out if this is actually the right way. And if I've gone wrong, I may have to double back, head back up towards the church. That's the great thing. You can't get lost. Keep looking for the church. Right, I'm on the last leg now. Very close. One more little plank bridge here. I'm guessing that there is a drainage ditch really. But in the winter months, we're not quite there yet. Let's see if I can open this gate. Come through here. Oops. Sorry about the clanks. Get through here and I'm back into houses just there through that. So the village is just on my right really. So it's been a fantastic walk. I imagine if you like looking at oak trees, if you want to look at some sloes, actually there's some old blackberries here, hawthorn, that sort of thing, it's all for you. And there's these ponds. Here we go. I can smell that one. Another oak tree. And another gate. And we're there, coming back into civilization. So, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Well, I've enjoyed this walk. I hope you have too. There are 4 others in the pamphlet, 5 walks around Biddenden. I suggest you give them a look if you're in the area. Certainly worth a go. If you're not, well, I'm glad you've enjoyed this one. Until the next time, thanks for watching and bye for now.